Hi everybody, Solomon's Tales again. So Solomon's just got back into Thailand. He's got his stamp, his minivan back to Pattaya. So he's this trip, year-long trip, not a hedonistic holiday, that's the plans, with the idea of looking for potential work in Asia. So he's had 2 months in Pattaya, been to Cambodia, a bit of a road trip for a couple of weeks. He's back into Pattaya. He's got another stamp that's going to give him another month and then an extension, so it's 2 more months. Minivan into Pattaya, drops him. The one he has no choice. It's just he hooked on for a ride for a couple of hundred baht, and it dropped him in Soi Buakhao, pretty much at the central road end. So here he is, Pattaya, rucksack on his back, no room, no motorcycle, nothing. So he thinks the best thing, he'll go and see Frozen. That's the rooms he had before. However, he doesn't want one of those rooms this time because they're dark and dingy and they're way back, sort of third road. So he thinks it's now just after lunch. It's around about 2ish. He thinks he'll go and catch up with Frozen and take it from there. Now, as you remember, Frozen and him, friends. They've become good friends. Frozen's got a boyfriend, doesn't give her much money. Now it also turns out, in this time that Solomon spent with Frozen, that she's got a Thai boyfriend as well, who lives in Bangkok, doesn't come down very often. Long curly haired guy. And Solomon's met him once, but he comes down occasionally. So she's got a Thai boyfriend, she's got this other guy, can't remember what nationality, who gives her a little bit of money, but it's enough to keep her so she doesn't have to work. Anyway, grabs a motorcycle taxi from outside one of the shops up to the, I think it was called View Thailand. I think that's a company that's got many condos around Pattaya, but again, this is 15 years ago. So, and it was ugly buildings. Bike taxi up, it's like 20 baht back then. Gets up there, drops into the shop downstairs first, grabs a couple of bits, and up he goes, knocks on Frozen's door. Now these condos, all of them are the same. It's dark corridors, very long building, dark corridors, and every door has got like a jail door on it. It's like a barred door with a padlock, and then your door's right behind it, which opens inside. And I think the reason for this, people could leave the door inside open, just pull the sort of barred jail door to without padlock in it when they're inside, and get a bit of fresh air in and open their windows. But anyway, so it goes along. The shutter, the jail door is closed, but you just put your hand through, knock on the door. Luckily, she's there. He's got a number, he should have rang, but she's there. Opens the door. Absolutely over the moon to see him, because she thought he was going off for a few months with Ning on the bikes and she wouldn't see him. Remember the pool competitions he was doing, the killer pool, he was giving Frozen free money, cut back, you know, a little cut, sort of 20% of his winnings. She was helping him find more contests. Anyway, she was over the moon. He opened the bar jail door, she opened her door, and she threw herself on Solomon. Now, for reasons I might tell you way in the future, she threw herself at him. They were friends, remember. And we'll stop with details there for now. The next morning, you fill in the blanks. Remember, they're friends. The next morning, Solomon had stayed the night, gets up, says to Frozen that he wanted to find a room, a different place, and Ning had told him about some places on their travels. So now Ning had come back to her golfing boyfriend that she was supposed to have broken up from. Because of that, Solimon was thinking he can't go with Ning again because he thought she'd finished with a boyfriend. He's not like that. If she's got a fella, he doesn't want to get involved. It's not fair. Ning, when she was staying with the other girls in a room, the room was Beach Road, Soi 4, about 150 metres up on the left was a block of rooms, and that's where she stayed. If she's with her golfing boyfriend, he either stayed at Cabbages and Condoms up on the hill, first time he saw Ning in Pattaya, or he stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel in the middle of Beach Road, maybe a bit further towards Walking Street. But she told him about a place in Soi 2, Beach Road, Soi 2. Now, Ning didn't work in the bars. I must point out, in all the years Solimon spoke to Ning, saw Ning, she only ever saw her or knew about her with this golfing guy and a bit with Solimon, and that was for years to come. So good girl. She didn't work in the bars. The golfing guy sent her enough money, quite a bit of money every month, but she had her best friend who had a bar on Second Road. Now this is where Ning would hang out. So Solimon knew this, and she told him about some rooms just behind these bars. So where are these bars? Second Road, a very famous bar, and if you ever go to Pattaya, I believe it's still there. Go and have a look. The Atlantic Bar. So that is situated between Soi 4 and Soi 2, if my memory is correct. So come away from the beach, go up Soi 4 or Soi 2, and it's then at the top as you come around the corner. Now the Atlantic Bar was maybe 10 steps up. There was the Atlantic Bar, and it extended along a bit, and then I think 3 little other bars perched up, and there were shops underneath, and there was a 7-Eleven under there. But round the side in Soi 2 was some toilets, another grumpy old lady. Was the toilets, and then just down a bit was some rooms apparently. A lot of the girls stayed there, but they were cheap rooms. And then it's not far from the beach. It's only, how long is Soi 2? 300-400 meters? Don't know. If you ride down on a bike, it's just seconds. So it's not far from the beach. So he's thinking that, go and look at those rooms. So anyway, gets up with Frozen, and they head down to Second Road, get some breakfast, find a cafe, and he tells her about these rooms. And in the meantime, Frozen's all excited, and she's telling him that she'd been going around bars in his absence, checking out where the killer pool contests were, or normal pool contests, because there were a few of those as well, 8-ball and 9-ball. It turns out, if I'm right, the name of the bar was Sharky's Bar, but I can't remember. Just up from the Atlantic Bar, going towards Dolphin Roundabout on Second Road, there was another cut down. I think there was Soi 1 with a go-go, Classroom 2000 go-go. Bit further, there was a bit of a dead-end road going down with the Sharky's Bar, which was quite big. It was like an enclosed unit, like a factory. And then there was a go-go. Those are significant later on in Solomon's Tales, remember those. So Frozen said Sharky's have got a 9-ball contest coming up in a few days, and that she'd been going around and she'd found a few more. Now, back 15 years ago, there weren't that many bars as there are today. Maybe 30% of what's there now, as far as bars go. Today, in 2017, you could go around Pattaya, and I bet you could find pool contests in the different bars, because it's quite a good way of getting the customers in. You could get the contest probably every night of the week, a different bar, if not 2 bars around. So you could turn up on your bike, see if there's any competition. If there is, shoot off to another one. Not as much choice when Solimon was there. So Frozen was excited to tell him, look, she's got there's loads she'd found. And the main one though was his favourite, Soy 8 Beach Road, Centre Point, an inside set of bars. That contest was on the following night, and there was a big party the same night in that bar. Now the manager of that bar, we'll call Jim, don't remember the name, but that was on the following night, but nothing the night in question that night. So second road, had some food, over they go, across the road to Atlantic Bar and those bars, and Solimon just has a sort of poke in to see if Ning's about. No. And they go down Soy 2, 50 metres on the left. There's quite a few blocks, and they're on Frozen's motorbike. So park the bike and they talk to some girls there and go to some doors, and sure enough, these couple of girls say that the block there, further up, there's some rooms, up second level and third level. So poking their nose around, they find a cleaner. Solimon asks the cleaner, rooms for rent, doesn't really understand. Frozen steps in, but speaks Thai, yes. And the cleaner takes them on the second floor to this room, and they go in, but there's 4 single mattresses on the floor. It's a 35 square metre room with a shower room. It's about it. But 4 mattresses on the floor. This was obviously rented out for, you know, girls working in the bars that would share the room. But the cleaner said to Frozen there was upstairs another room. Luckily, cleaner took him up, and Frozen go up. Same layout, but much cleaner, painted, big double bed, 6-foot double bed, nice shower room, all modern. Even though the outside was old, inside was modern. There was a kettle, there was a microwave. This was more kitted out for Solimon. Perfect. Price, cleaner didn't know. So the cleaner says the woman and man who own this block are Thai, and that they've got some bars at the front down the road and a massage place inside Soy 4, just inside, and that if they went to the massage place they would find the woman or the husband. Okay, great, the room's fine. It's right behind those 4 bars at the front, the Atlantic Bar, 50 metres but close. Because the Atlantic Bar's up a few steps and then the rooms are up, it's almost just above, so not far at all. Jump on the bike, straight down to the beach road, literally 20 metres along beach road, turn left into Soy 4. So this is almost where Ning's room is, just before Ning's room. And there's an entrance there saying massage. So park the bike, in they go. There's like a fish pond in there, like in the entry hall, and then this sweeping stairs going up. Up they go, and top of the stairs there's double doors with massage written on the doors, blacked out. Anyway, I open the doors and go in. There's a bar in front, to the left is loads of seating area, and then there's a glass wall, a goldfish bowl. And as they walk through the door, Solimon goes through, a woman on the reception bar area presses a button, a buzzer light goes on, and all the ladies rush off into the goldfish bowl. But then Frozen walks in behind him and they walk to the bar. False alarm, customers not coming in, these people aren't here for massage. girls come out looking a bit grumpy and cheesed off that they no customer. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. I'll catch you on the next one.